But we're going to begin in Warren County, where sentencing is underway right now for a man who police say posted a video to Facebook to expose a confidential informant. Police say convicted drug dealer David Nolan wanted to make sure that he never snitches again. And Craig Smith joins us live now from outside Warren County Court in Queensbury to fill us in on what's kind of an intriguing story here, Craig.
Yeah, Liz, Nolan's about 42 years old. He's from Glens Falls, originally from Lowell, Massachusetts. Sentencing just wrapped up about 10 minutes or so ago. It's important to note that he was never charged with posting any pictures on Facebook. The nature of the crime he was sentenced for just a short time ago was drug distribution, drug sales, heroin to be specific, on 2 different instances. And on those convictions, it was a week-long trial, by the way, back in December. On those convictions, he was just sentenced to 18 years in prison and 3 years of a post-release supervision. The Facebook angle came after the trial was over, after he'd been convicted. It came into play here today in court because the assistant district attorney was trying to impress upon the judge the people's desire to see this man get as stiff a sentence as possible. And the DA told the judge that what Mr. Nolan has essentially done by putting this video on Facebook, they said that he got his girlfriend to do it for him. But they're saying that he put police in danger now and has exposed this one particular confidential informant that the police used to help convict him. So this one informant's been exposed, continues to be exposed, because as the ADA pointed out, the video's still online. He described it as having gone viral. It's creating a lot of headaches for the police who use undercover agents to try to make these types of arrests, and it's something the judge took into consideration when he handed down the sentence today. It's going to be a long 18 years in prison for Mr. Nolan. The assistant district attorney mentioned he had time after the conviction to perhaps reflect on what he'd done and what he might say to the judge. He didn't say anything to the judge today other than he thinks it's not fair for addiction. He claims he's addicted to drugs himself. He says it's not fair for addiction to be treated as a crime. That's about all he had to say in court before the sentencing. We expect to be talking to an investigator soon for the story we're putting together tonight on the news, and possibly the DA as well, and the man who was here defending Mr. Nolan today. We're live in Queensbury. Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.
Hey, Craig, I don't know if we can go back to Craig or not. No, I guess we've lost him. Okay, we'll look forward to more with... Okay, I guess you can hear me, you just can't see me right now.
Ahead.
But all right, here's the question, Craig, because just yesterday we had the paid informant situation in Schenectady, and we know that that city's now looking hard at the whole idea of these paid informants. And in that case, it was a paid informant who apparently planted evidence and almost got a guy who had nothing to do with drug sales in up to 25 years in prison for felony drug sale conviction, which never happened, obviously, because there was surveillance video. But I'm wondering, are they looking at these kinds of paid informants now to say whether they're worth what's going on with them?
Well, I know there's a difference in this case, because in this case, there's videotaped evidence of Mr. Nolan actually making this transaction. His defense attorney claims that he didn't benefit from it. His defense attorney is saying, look, Judge, my guy didn't profit from this. He was just a go-between. The real dealer was somewhere else, and then when the real dealer got the money, he took off and there was no benefit. He's claiming that Nolan just did a favor for the actual drug dealer. The judge wasn't buying any of that. So there is that difference. As to how useful they are, they certainly, over the years, in court cases I've covered, I've seen many cases where there's been conviction upon conviction, and this is the one way that the police do it. You know, a lot of times on the street, the police know who the bad guys are, and the opposite is true as well. The converse is true. The bad guys know who the police are, and that's why they need these undercover officers. In this case, they're saying this guy went out of his way to make sure that this guy, as he put it, would never snitch on any other dealer again. Liz?
All right, Craig Smith reporting for us.